All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kundalini for Vata Imbalance. I'm Nina. I'll be leading the practice this evening. So just find a comfortable seated position wherever you are on your mat. You can sit on the edge of a block or a pillow or a blanket. And if you want to add some cushioning to your mat, that can be really nice for the Kundalini practice. So you can add a towel or a rug or a blanket or anything soft that you want to sit on. So just to introduce the idea of Kundalini, the Kundalini practice, it is really different from other yoga practices in that it's not really centered around any sort of flow like we see in a vinyasa class with the sun salutations, Surya Namaskar, or with moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar. Kundalini is really about moving the life force, the prana in our body, and awakening any dormant energy or prana, as we're calling it, the life force that is lying dormant in the base of our spine where it often can be, as well as really releasing any trapped energy that can be in our body as a result of negative emotions, pain, trauma, toxic environment, toxic energy, and so forth. So Kundalini is more about the subtle energy that is in our body that we really can't see, but we definitely feel it because we can manifest a lot of physical ailments and we can have discomfort as a result of the trapped life force, the trapped prana in our energy. So in order to have more vitality, more engagement with the world around us, it's really important to be able to have that prana really moving freely, and especially through our chakras that are in our body, which you can see to the right of me, really moving up through our chakras and out of us. So that is essentially a short summary of the Kundalini practice. And we are going to start off practice by tuning in. So we'll do two mantras that we will chant together, and feel free to just listen, or you can just join along whenever you feel comfortable. The first mantra that we're going to be doing is called the Adi mantra, and it essentially allows for us to tune into our higher consciousness, to really tune into the divine wisdom that is around us. So finding a comfortable seated position, take a normal inhale in through the nose, deep exhale out through the mouth. Take another inhale in, bring the palms together. Deep exhale out. And we will begin. We will be saying Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we will repeat this 3 times. Deep inhale in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And again. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Third and last time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Just tune in, noticing what is happening in the body. Noticing what is happening with the breath. Noticing what is happening in the mind. You can briefly just open the eyes if you're closed, just releasing the hands for a moment. So we will follow the Adi mantra with the Mangala Charan mantra, and that is a protection mantra. So imagining that we are really exuding out this protective energy that is around us. Some of us may refer to it as an aura that is around us. And this really allows for us to protect this space and this practice that we are doing together. And so we will chant the Mangala Charan 5 times. And the words, I will say them the first time, and then feel free to just join along. So the words are Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. So join in at any time or just feel free to listen. You can close the eyes or keep the soft gaze open, bringing the palms back together at the heart. Take a deep inhale in. Big exhale out through the mouth. Deep inhale in as we begin. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. And last time, At Gure Name, At Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. And release the hands, just noticing what is. Noticing the breath. Noticing sensations in the body. And not judging or labeling these sensations as good or bad, but simply just observing where they are, naming them. You can gently open the eyes and release the hands if they were still in prayer. All right, so today our Kundalini practice is going to be essentially around the concept of Ayurvedic imbalances. And in Ayurveda, in ancient wisdom, has been around for thousands and thousands of years with the philosophy of Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. They both started around the same time, thousands and thousands of years ago in India. In Ayurveda, we are all things around us are all made of 5 elements. Those elements are ether, air, fire, water, and earth. And everything is composed of these 5 elements. When it really comes to us and our compositions, these elements can combine to form what is called the tridoshas. These doshas are referred to as Vata, which is comprised of ether and air, Pitta, which is comprised of fire and water, and then Kapha, which is comprised of water and earth. So Vata is essentially represented by the element of air, of movement, of wind. And then Pitta is represented by fire. That's the element that we really represent Pitta as. And then with Kapha, Kapha really represents earth. And like Vata represents movement and change in a way, this dynamic moving energy, Pitta really represents the transformation of, actually the energy of transformation, right, of conversion. And then Kapha represents the energy of cohesion, of connection. So today we're going to be focusing on that first dosha, Vata, which is really that energy of movement and transportation and dynamic energy. So if somebody has predominant Vata in their constitution, so they were born, their prakriti was Vata, then qualities of Vata can include really these dynamic qualities of being able to change, to move, to have this mobility, creativity, openness, right? And sort of this ability to really sort of move through life and move through the world with this high energy. On the other side, if we have a Vata imbalance, meaning that there's an excess of Vata that is really predominating our constitution, this can result in the inability to slow down, the inability to feel grounded, moving too quickly from one thing to the next, which can lead to an irregular routine. It can lead to different sorts of manifestations of physical symptoms like constipation, bloating, gas, weakness in the joints, weakness in the bones, nervous system, disorders that could be happening, anything that really affects the nervous system. And it can also result in agitation, anxiety, worrying, restlessness. So really the scattered, spacey type of feeling. And so today when we're working with Kundalini, we can really use Kundalini as a way to really balance the prana, which actually is very heavily associated with Vata and Ayurveda. Prana and Vata are very connected in Ayurvedic philosophy. If we can really help to ground and soothe that prana, also to release any blockages that are in our body, not just our physical body, but our spiritual bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies, all of the layers of our body, then we can really help to pacify or to kind of lessen the impact of the excess Vata. So today we're really going to focus on soothing and grounding movements or kriyas that are in Kundalini. So we're not going to really do breath of fire. So if you saw my email about the videos to watch before these Kundalini practices, we're not really going to do breath of fire because we're actually going to work to soothe and to ground our energy, but at the same time allowing for our energy to freely move through the body. All right. So with that being said, let's start off our practice. So finding a comfortable seated position. If you want to sit on the edge of a blanket or a pillow or even a block, you may do so. We're just going to slowly work to really wake up any of that dormant energy, that prana that is in our body that could be trapped, especially at the base of our spine. So we're going to do what is called Siri Om. So we're going to move the upper body, hinging above the hip in circles. We're going to link that to our breath. So we're going to inhale as we move forward, and we're going to exhale as we move back. So really move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. And I'll turn on some music for us. So move at a pace that's comfortable for you. Inhaling as you move forward, exhaling as you move back, and we'll do this for no longer than 3 minutes total. So we'll switch sides in about a minute. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, and you can imagine, even this movement, imagine that we are really waking up that prana in the body. We're almost imagining it swirling as it wakes up and is allowing it to be released. We're going to even close our eyes if that feels good as we start our practice. You can close your eyes at any point. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And slowly start to switch sides if that calls to you. We'll be here for less than a minute. Moving at a pace that feels comfortable to you. Really opening up that prana. Imagine like we're swirling it open. really great for the spine as well, adding some flexibility and movement to the spine. Slowly start to make those circles smaller and smaller and smaller. And smaller. And inhale as you suspend the breath. Really hold in those pelvic floor muscles, holding in that inhale. And exhale as you release. Great job. All right, so continuing on with just letting that prana wake up and move about. Let's come into our hands and our knees in cat and cow. So shoulders are stacked over the wrists, the knees are underneath the hips. Keep the gaze down. And we're going to link this with our breath. So we're going to inhale into cow, bringing the navel down towards the mat, gaze up. And we're going to exhale into cat as we round the spine. Inhaling cow, exhaling. And you can even speed up the pace. So inhale, exhale, if that feels good to you, but go at your own pace. And if it hurts to really move the neck too much as you gaze up, feel free to keep the gaze down. If you do move the neck a little bit, that is really opening for the thyroid, for our endocrine system. And this also is really wonderful for helping to move the prana to really wake up our energetic body. Really great for the spine, for the hips. Inhaling cow, exhaling cow. So continue doing this for about another minute and a half. Really great to open up the spine. To also add some nice movement into the hips. Really great for our root chakra, our sacral chakra. So continue doing this for about another minute. And go at your own speed. If you need to back off at any point during any of these movements that we do, listen to your body, listen to your body's wisdom especially. On your next inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, hold in that inhale, and exhale as you round the spine into cat, letting it all out. And then briefly come back into child's pose, Balasana. Taking a moment to collect the breath here. Arms out in front of you, hips back on the heels. Then slowly rise up one vertebra at a time and see if you feel comfortable sitting back on the heels. Right, so from the side, you're sitting on the heels. If this is not comfortable, you can roll up a blanket or a pillow or a block and place it so that you're seated on that block, okay? If this doesn't feel good, feel free to do whatever feels good for your legs. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna stay on our knees and we're gonna inhale as we pull the heart through and exhale as we pull the heart back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We want the chin to stay the same, so very gently tuck the chin in and try to keep the chin stationary, so you're really just isolating this to the upper body. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll do this for about another minute and a half. This is also really great for helping to move that prana. We're also activating and balancing our endocrine system here. We're also working to add some mobility to the spine, helping to open up the hips, the lower back. It's also a great heart opener. We're opening up the heart as we pull the chest through. So continue inhaling forward, exhaling back from the side. Try to keep the chin still if you can. It's okay if snot comes out while you're doing the inhale. It might feel a little bit forceful. As you inhale forward, exhale it back. Just let whatever comes out come out. We're cleansing the body. We're also grounding ourselves here. Letting out all of that excess vata that may be causing an imbalance in the body, especially the energetic, spiritual, mental, emotional bodies. Another minute here, so keep going. You're doing great. Inhale forward, exhale. Almost there. On the next inhale, suspend the breath as you pull the heart forward. Suspend the breath, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. And exhale as you pull the heart back, letting everything out. And then again, just come into child's pose, just taking a moment here to collect the breath. And very gently rise back up, and this time we'll come onto our feet on the mat. So we're gonna do what looks like yogi marches or yogini marches. You're gonna have your hands with Gyan Mudra, so bring the thumbs and the index fingers to touching. And we're going to basically raise the arms as we lift one leg up and then release the arms down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep doing this for the next few minutes. Go at your own pace. You can hear the music. You can try to match the beat of the music. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. But go at your own pace, whatever feels comfortable to you. You're doing great. If you need to relax the arms down, just keep doing the breath. The breath is the most important part here. That's what really works the prana to open up, to move around. So if you need to take a break with the legs or the arms, feel free to listen to your body's wisdom. Bringing those knees up, those arms up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Almost there. 30 more seconds. that body moving. Really great way to energize us. Release what is trapped. Really strengthening the core here as well. Our solar plexus. All right, on the next breath, inhale as you link the thumbs together above the head. Inhale, reach those arms up, suspend the breath. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles. And exhale as you release the arms down. Beautiful. And gently make the way down onto the mat. We'll do one brief seated asana, and then we will finish off with shavasana. So coming down to the mat, you can sit on the edge of a blanket or a block if that feels good to you. Legs out in front of you, Paschimottanasana. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward. So let's raise the arms to frame the ears. Inhale up. Exhale as you fold forward. You don't need to grab onto your toes or your feet or your ankles. You can even bend the knees, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to work with the breath here too. So inhale as you come up. Exhale as you lean forward. Inhale, loosen. Exhale, fold forward. So do that for about another minute. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you fold forward. If you can hold on to your big toes, you can use that to fold forward, but wherever you are, work with where the body is right now. Inhale up, exhale as you fold. Forward folds are really great. They're very soothing, they're grounding. They also help us to release any of that excess heat, excess energy that we don't need in the body. Inhale, straighten, exhale, fold. Another 30 seconds. Go at your own pace. On your next inhale, suspend the breath. Hold that breath in. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles suspended. And exhale as you fold forward. Let yourself just fold forward without moving, just for a moment. And on the next breath, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time and make your way down onto your mat for Shavasana. Grabbing any props that you need, blankets, pillows, laying the arms out to the side, the legs out in front of you. And just ground yourself onto the mat. And just notice what sensations are in the body. Noticing the breath. start to deepen the breath, bringing movement into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, stretching the arms up overhead, stretching the legs out in front of you. And when you're ready, rolling over onto either side, coming into a fetal position, taking a moment to collect the breath here to start anew. And when you're ready, coming back onto your mat in a comfortable seated position, perhaps on the edge of a block, a blanket, a pillow, palms together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. Gently tuck the chin in. Giving gratitude to yourself for showing up to your yoga practice. Giving gratitude to your mind, your body, your breath, your spirit. And giving gratitude to those in your lives that show up for you, support you, help center you when you feel imbalanced. And growing this circle even wider, as big as the heart can manage today, perhaps to your local community, your whole city, perhaps your whole state or your country, or if you have room, perhaps out to the whole world and the universe. I'm grateful for you for joining me in this practice. It is always an honor to share this practice and space with you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at theexpandinglotus@gmail.com, or you can check out my website, theexpandinglotus.com. Namaste.